Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to today's Business Spotlight. I'm your host, Todd Rodden. I'm a certified business and executive coach. I own Aspire Action Coach based here in the Dayton and Cincinnati, Ohio area. I think you're going to love the story today of an entrepreneur, been committed to their journey for 25 years, built a brand and a product that they're now selling nationwide. So thrilled to have Deb McMillan Meyer here with us. She's the president of OdorXit, who is a manufacturer and seller of all natural odor elimination products here throughout the nation, and a great story as an entrepreneur from a startup into a thriving business now. So if you're new to the Spotlight series, we're thrilled to have you. We encourage you to hit the subscribe button so you can receive future messages like you're going to hear from Deb today as well. So without further ado, Deb McMillan Meyer, OdorXit. Welcome to the Spotlight. Take a second, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit more about OdorXit and how'd you get involved in odor elimination products?
Good morning, Todd. Thank you so much for having me today. It's a real pleasure. Um, what I did before is I bought real estate. I guess not before, I still do, but real estate investing. And I ended up buying a house from a fella who really wanted to sell it. And he moved out very quickly, kind of after we shook hands, not before we did any of the paperwork or anything. That took about 3 months to actually get it to close. When he moved out, he left his little kitty cat in there with a bag of dog food and water in the toilet. So when we opened the door, you can imagine how the house smelled because the house became a big litter box.
Ooh.
Well, we found the house or we found the cat in the chimney. So we got him out. By then he was kind of freaked to people, but we gave him to the neighbor and was taken good care of while we took better care of the house. So we needed a product to get rid of that smell. Well, we found something that, we cleaned up all the stuff that was left in there and sprayed this product and the smell was gone. I mean, it was just amazing that it worked so well. At the time, I didn't realize that cat urine was so difficult to get rid of because I've never, my dogs were always trained. We never had cats. So I started realizing when people say, "Oh, you got rid of that?" Well, maybe there's something here for a product we should be looking into. My husband did a lot of internet stuff at the time. This was in 2019, end of 1990s. And he was always on the internet creating websites, stuff like that. And we thought, well, maybe we can find out what these ingredients are, mix this ourselves, and create a business, a name, and start selling it. So that's what we ended up doing. We got the materials, we mix it ourselves now. It's a little different than the other stuff out there. It's made from water and essential oils. So a proprietary blend. So it's secret. If I tell you, I have to do bad things to you.
Don't do that.
So we'll just keep it our secret and say it's natural with the essential oils and water. And you mix it with water. We sell it in a concentrated version as well. You mix it with water and spray the source, and it just eliminates on contact. So it also gets rid of any kind of urine, animal, people. It gets rid of gasoline on your hands, just a wide variety of things, skunk on your dog's face that we've learned over the years of what it can really be used for. So we've just grown by using it ourselves, finding different uses, advertising those uses, and it's kind of what's kept us in business for 25 years because it works. And, you kind of get down in the dumps on, things aren't going right. There's this production problem or that, or you need new this. And somebody comes up and goes, "I can't believe it. I've used this stuff in my living room where I couldn't find out where my cat was. I used it and the smell was gone." So it's just amazing stories that we continue to hear that just keep us going and really inspire us that we're doing good things with getting rid of odors. I mean, if you're breathing bad air, you're putting unhealthy things in your body, your nose, your asthma, allergies, they can all get flared up. With essential oils, they don't do that to people. So it's got uses in like nursing homes because older people, the older you get, the more allergies, respiratory issues, those kind of things you run across. And it just doesn't affect people in the manner that many other things do. So it's just because it works, it's
So,
grown.
so Deb, you already mentioned a couple of different applications. Obviously, sounds like a great fit for pet owners out there as well. You mentioned a bit like nursing homes, in an example, but who are other kind of ideal customers are out there, whether that's in a residential setting or a commercial type setting?
Well, we sell in a lot of retail stores, so they're selling to individuals. We sell online to people who hear our advertising. For cats and dogs that have accidents, elderly pet people who own elderly pets, be careful there. Um, People who live out in the country that their dogs get skunked. They're sticking their nose inquisitively in places that come back out and don't smell good. So we kind of eliminate the need for tomato juice and getting rid of that skunk smell anymore. Uh, Gosh, what else? Baby diapers. You can put it in the washing machine for if your cat crawled in the dirty clothes hamper and was mad that you left and didn't take the cat with you. So it washes all those odors out. Dead animals, people will open up their barn door, their shed door in the backyard, their garage, their basement, and the animals have crawled in and can't get back out. It will get rid of that smell. Apartment owners, tenants sometimes don't take care of the houses if they're not theirs. So this will get rid of those smells. Had a lady who had like dirty dog smell, just body odor. You know, they go outside in the wintertime and the animals emit this smell to protect them, to keep them warm or comfortable. And it puts a smell on them. We have a product that will get rid of that dog body odor, people body odor. So it's just about everybody. It wouldn't hurt to have some on hand. If you cook dinner last night and it still smells the next morning, you need one of OdorXit's products. It absorbs that smell. You'll never know you cooked fish or burned fish. Just absorbs those smells.
So folks can purchase directly through your website, odorexit.com, correct? But also
Mhm.
you've got the numerous retail outlets as well. Maybe mention some of the retail locations folks can pick up what you have.
But we're really heavy with retail in this tri-state area here in Cincinnati. There's a few in other states across the country. You can get on our website and see the different locations. We have a map there, but the hardware stores are the ones that carry it mostly. There's a few dog pet stores, but Ace Hardware, individually owned hardware stores, some of the True Values, Do It Best hardware stores. So, and if your hardware store does not carry it, have them call us. We'd be happy to work with them to get them to carry it. But yeah, so it's, if the skunk gets your dog tonight and the stores are still open, you don't have to wait for us to ship it. You can run to the store and get that product.
Is there something you wish people knew more about uh, of your products?
Well, that they're made with essential oils and water. People are going more natural these days. With people were learning some of the harsh chemicals they put into products. The paint fumes. We have a second product called Magic. It's also made with water and essential oils. I had brought home a display for OdorXit to put in one of our hardware stores so they could display it in one of the aisles. And they just painted it a couple days ago and it was still emitting fumes from that paint. Well, I sat it in the living area where I was watching TV My eyes just started rubbing, dripping water, just, oh, that was terrible. I just couldn't stop rubbing my eyes. And it was from the VOCs off of that paint. I took the magic and sprayed that thing, just kind of sprayed it at it. My eyes stopped. I mean, it just kind of turned off the reaction to those chemicals in the air. So, I mean, new carpet smell. You lay a new carpet, and again, those chemicals come back, and you can have those same allergy reactions, get sick from that smell. That magic will absorb that smell. So it's amazing what essential oils can do. I know some people think they're foo-foo and smells and everything's lilac fresh. Well, that's not our products. It's a combination of different essential oils with no specific orange scent or lemon fresh or when you're done. And these smells from the products just they destroy the odor and their smell goes away as well. So it leaves you virtually fresh and clean. So that's really OdorXit's claim to fame is fresh and clean. And the name says what it does. OdorXit, we show odors the exit naturally. So
I, I love that. Thanks for clarifying the name. You mentioned already, hey, selling through not only direct to your website, but also some like hardware stores, pet stores, especially in the region, but elsewhere as well. I'm curious, over the years now, what have you found to be keys to your marketing success, to getting the word out, to building awareness and sales?
we do a lot of advertising on the internet. I mean, that's really the key. During COVID, that's where everybody went. We were already there. So we had a very good year during COVID because people were buying on the internet. We stay on the internet. We do some radio advertising here locally. We're on a national radio station as well. So that's really been very effective for us. We advertise on a home improvement show. So when people are replacing their kitchen, replacing their bathroom, and it hasn't smelled before, but now all of a sudden they exposed something that was covered up before, and they got a smell. You go to the hardware store. What do you got? OdorXit. So those are kind of places that we sell because that's where people need us. That's where people looking for a solution. And that's what we do is provide a solution. We have a third product I haven't talked about. It's called, well, it's a chlorine dioxide gas. I know the word gas freaks people out, but it's really very safe in the quantities that it creates. It comes in a packet. We call it AQM, Air Quality Manager is the name of the product. But it's like 2 tea bags glued together with 2 separate chemicals in it. Now this is safe, but it's not natural. But it's sodium chloride and citric acid. So it's almost natural. But it creates a gas and you put the packet behind a fan. The fan will grab that gas, circulate it through the room. So it's going to touch everything, just like the air, but it will dissolve's probably a bad word. It'll eliminate the smoke smell. If somebody smoked in their house for 5 or 25 years, it'll eliminate mold and mildew. It goes after the root of that mold, so it won't come back. So if you've had a leaky basement for forever, you have a stone basement where the water's coming through, because it's in that circulating air via the fan, it's going to find those spores, the spores in the air, the spores that are on any surfaces, and eliminate them. Now, you're still probably going to see that it was stained from the mold, but it's not going to smell. It's not going to produce any more spores because it does go after the root. Now, if you don't stop that water problem, it will come back. If you have a stone basement, you can't really stop it because you have a stone basement. The water's still going to seep through. But it took 20 years, 50 years for it to get to that condition, it's not going to come back next year. So it's going to take quite a bit of time. So it's kind of a one-time use, gets rid of it. You start smoking in your house again, yeah, the smell will come back. But typically smokers sell their house. So a non-smoker moves in, you want to get rid of that permanently, and it's not going to come back because you're not smoking.
Okay.
So
Great product. Great. So Deb, kind of shifting gears, you're 25 years now into since you launched the business out of true necessity. It sounds like um, entrepreneur journeys always have some hills and valleys, some twists and turns. Maybe walk us through a past challenge that you had to overcome, and what did you learn from that?
well, marketing has always been our challenge. We've hired different people to do it. Some know what they're doing and some don't. So I think you need to truly have marketing that you can measure what kind of results you're getting. We do sell on Amazon. We prefer you buy from OdorXit.com, but we do sell on Amazon for convenience. But that's very measurable. Who comes, what search words people are looking for. We've done some stuff on Facebook. That's very measurable as well. So radio, we do a lot of radio. We do well with radio, but it is not so measurable because, our website does say as you walk through that, where did you hear about us? There are different payment methods that get you around that question. It's just not 100% foolproof. So marketing and being able to measure it and find out where your sales are coming from and who is buying is been our challenge. We've worked through those and still in business because we've found answers to those. But that's really the key to success and be able to spend your money in the right place to keep a business growing. It's all about marketing. One of the other things we do that is really important for our local stores is the networking. And I do a lot of that myself, go into individual groups, you get 1 minute, 30 seconds to talk about what you do and showing up every week because it's repeat visibility. People see OdorXit. Oh, well, okay. I probably need that next time my dog gets skunked. Well, if your name isn't on top of their mind the next time your dog gets skunked, they're going to be in a panic. Oh my gosh, this thing stinks. I don't want him in my house. What, I got to get something. This will work. And they grab whatever the store clerk says is going to work. So it's repeat visibility is also very important. If you're going to spend your money at a trade show, you've got to be willing to keep going to that trade show for the repeat visibility because people just don't remember you after hearing you only one time.
So building upon that, what's a current challenge you have in front of you that you and the team are trying to solve for here this year?
Well, we're looking at rebranding. That's our current challenge. With exactly what I touched on a little bit before, is getting more people to realize we are essential oils, and that's what makes us different. We're not enzymes like the other guys. Enzymes work very different than essential oils. Essential oils stop the odor right now. Enzymes kind of keep beating on the odor source until it produces all the odor it's going to produce. So that could be, if you have a Great Dane versus a little Chihuahua, you have a bigger group of odor spots to get rid of. So with the enzymes, it's going to, first of all, you got to get it to all that area. And if it's carpet, it's probably, if it's this big on top, it's that big on the bottom. So you got to saturate that whole area, and it's going to beat on that and make that odor until the odor causing chemicals in that urine can't make any more odor. So that could be 2 hours. It could be 2 days. It could be 4 days. The enzyme or the essential oils, again, you've got to get it to that bigger spot that's on the back, but it's going to break it down and stop it from producing any more odor right now. So long explanation, but that's why enzymes aren't as effective as the essential oils. They do work as long as you get it there and have the time to wait, and it's going to smell worse and you don't have any respiratory problems. So we want to draw more attention to essential oils, natural, safer, faster. And so we're creating new labels, new branding, probably a new website, not a new website, but altering it a bit to have that be very visible as who we are and what we do.
Okay. Yeah, very
So
much to draw that out in your messaging. It seemed to make sense. So uh, you're 25 years in. What's your vision for the future? You look down the road, I don't know, 5, 10 years, kind of your dream, where the business is going to get to.
well, we want to hit that couple $1 million mark. So we're going to have to move out of our warehouse now and find another company. So growth, continued growth with this new messaging. And then, my husband and I aren't going to live forever, sell it, and then travel. That's a couple years down the road, but that's kind of our goal.
So to continue to grow, build it up, and then eventually look to exit down the road as well. So
Yes.
so
We're going to show odors the exit and then exit. Sorry, that was bad.
So again, great experience that you have here with the business. Many of our viewers, entrepreneurs, other business owners, maybe a little bit newer in their journey. So I'm curious, what would you share as kind of these have been your keys to success, or hey, what do you wish you knew then that you knew now?
Surround yourself with great people. That the better the people are, and with the right vision, with the right focus. I am very God focused, and I just think that's really important to keep my eyes up and ahead and to grow. And that if I can see it, if it makes sense, I can do it. Having good people around that can see the OdorXit vision and have used it, see how it works, know that it's not a fly by night. People need to believe in what you're doing. And, sometimes it's not your mom and dad. It's you have to have good people around you. And that's really important. My web guy is amazing. If he thinks some of my ideas are bad, he will tell me. That's just real important.
Yeah.
My bookkeeping person is extremely gifted. She looks at the numbers and tells me not here, there. Having great people around you who know what they're doing is just real important. So, and the networking, the encouragement I get there, the stories I get back, just keep you going. So you need all that. You need encouragement, and also give encouragement. Encourage your people. Make sure you have good people that are around you daily. And there's a lady that I wish I could be more like her. She's at a company that has used OdorXit, but we do some networking there. It's a junk removal place. And so you're not getting really dignified people coming in. They're coming into your house and taking away your trash or emptying it out, reselling some of it. And when they introduced her to the job, they said, I'm sorry, these guys don't really speak nice all the time. They're going to say cuss words. So she goes, I will not tolerate it. Just will not tolerate it. They're not going to cuss in front of me. So when the people came in, and a couple times, I guess some of the new kids use the big bad word, she says, you will not use that word in front of me again, and they never have. And I congratulate her for having the backbone to do that. So I think that's the backbone we need to take to stand with what our beliefs are, and that will make our business the best it can be because we're being the best person we can be.
For sure. For sure. Hey, Deb, our time flies here. Well, we
Yes,
talk
it
about the
does.
business here. So as we look to wrap up here, what are the best ways for folks to stay connected with OdorXit, to follow what's going on and stay connected with you?
Well, odorxit.com is our website. We'd love for people to go there if they need products. If they have any odors, there's like an odor wizard, we call it, that you can find your odor and determine which product you need, because we do have 4. And they overlap a little bit, but then they have their specific uses as well. So odorexit.com. You can get a hold of me at deb@odorexit.com. If you have specific questions, you can call us at 877 odorexit. So odorexit's the key, I guess. But we're happy to answer your questions. If you've got some unusual odor that our website doesn't answer, call us. We're happy to answer. I think the phone rang a couple times behind us, so we have an answering service if we don't get to the phone. But we would love to stay connected with you, help you get rid of your odors, and show your odors the exit naturally.
Naturally. So as we wrap up here, Deb, what are you inspired by today?
Oh gosh, that's a tough one. Many things. Good people, waking up and seeing the sunshine and being a beautiful day. A smile on somebody's face, or putting a smile on somebody's face, inspires me.
Well, you help many people's days with what the product you provide, right? You help make their home a much better environment. So that's great. Oh,
No,
so,
thank you.
yeah. So Deb McMillan Meyer, thank you for joining us today on the Spotlight series. Lots of great notes there for our viewers to take and apply into their business. I especially call out some of the things you talked about around marketing and having very measurable marketing, but also it's clear how much you're committed and believe in what you do, product you provide, and what it does for the consumer. So hats off to you with that.
Thank you so much, Todd. I appreciate you having me today.
Yeah. All right. To our viewers, we're thrilled to have you join us. And again, we encourage you to hit the subscribe button so you can receive future messages. And if you could be so kind, hit the like button on this message so we can help share the word more broadly as well. So with that, I hope you all have a terrific day. Thank you.